Nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the East Carolina Pirates taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Army Black Knights. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Be looking forward to it all week. And the Black Knights will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. A little release to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven. And they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
The short hands, it's Williams. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Pirates will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love the decision to keep the football on the option right there. That reminds me of Ahmad Bradshaw, who recently at Army, member, led him to a 10-win season, set a single-season record with over 1,700 rushing yards. Did it from the quarterback position because he made good decisions, knew when to keep the football, was keying and had his eyes where they needed to be. That's exactly what this guy just showed you on that last play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. He'll ride his man on the option. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Pirates can really attack on this second and short. Now on the move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Back to throw, it's Chambers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Going for the marker on the ground. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical fourth down, everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Pirates back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Power football with the run. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USF sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Tampa. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the option. Runs through the tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
The Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Johnson wants to throw it. Release to the back. It's complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting post progression.
Now the toss. Breaks into the open. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you can tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that timing.
They'll move the tight end. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Finds his tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Connor. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is in the air. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Jukes his way for more. Past the first down marker and still running. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Army! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw, it's Chambers. Makes the grab, it's Boston. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense...
Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Cooler 18! Cooler 18!
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. With the catch, it's Boston. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Pirates. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And the extra point is good.
East Carolina 10, Volleyball 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Sends it back in motion. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
East Carolina 10, Volleyball 7.
The Pirates will kick it off to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is, and you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about this speed by the QB on that play?
And the pass is broken up incomplete, but wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Trying to make magic with his feet. Inside the 45. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
He'll take it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Carried by the quarterback. Loss of 2. Second down coming up.
And the Pirates have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Back to throw, it's Chambers. Snagged in the middle, it's Hodge. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Pirates are flying down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, ECU. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
The score, East Carolina 17, Army 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
The Argonauts will take over 1st and 10.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. This is a designed run. Makes it past the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, it was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boston.
How impressive has this guy been throwing the ball today, especially after the game he had last week throwing 3 interceptions? He turned the page. He got himself focused for this game, and he's been making outstanding decisions all day long.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
On the move. There he goes. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
And the Pirates have it with a first and goal. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Defensively, dude, I'm just thinking about so many things, and now you throw this in there. Now you get the ball to a fast guy on the perimeter right away that's not the running back. And I'm so dialed into the running back, and you running the ball downhill, or maybe the quarterback running. Now you kind of mix this in there for a positive gain. Really smart play by the offense down here in the red zone.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, East Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. The option look. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Johnson looking to throw. Found a seam. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Black Knights moving quickly to the line. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
On the option. Now the pitch. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it.
Touchdown, Black Knights! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Powers through the defender. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.